Byron, I'll give you 3 tries to explain the concept of a 2 out of 3 falls match.
I'll only need 2 of them, Michael, because that's how many pinfalls or submissions you have to get in order to win.
That was an atrocious, albeit educational, comedy routine you both just did. I'm disgusted, yet informed. Got the front face lock applied. Nice suplex.
Narrowly escaping there.
Mat slam with some attitude.
Nasty stomp of the arm.
Target acquired. This only ends one way.
Set up for the side Russian leg sweep.
Gets herself out of harm's way.
And he's leaving the ring for the moment. Get this back into the ring now.
Shoulder tackle to the body.
Lands a timely reversal. A showstopper.
He saw that one coming.
Oh, my God.
Vicious backbreaker.
Knew what was coming there. Dangerous position here, guys.
Oh, no.
Back
no.
suplex. Nasty.
The hardest part of the ring.
You are guaranteed to hit a steel beam out on the apron, and they definitely just felt all of it.
Submissions are such a tricky thing, Corey. Would you rather play the long
On the top.
And what's he looking for here?
Crashed and burned on the outside.
The worst case scenario when you go high risk. Whoa! Just tossing that table around like it was nothing. Oh, sent crashing right into the ring post.
Oh, God, drilled right into the post.
Oh, that hurt to the spine.
Picking the spot.
Oh, the stomp. And he gets tossed back into the mat. Oh, my forearm! The larger-than-life Cena being brought back down to earth.
The Queen came into this match with the express purpose of putting a beating on a peasant, and that was a step closer to it.
He's headed out to the ringside area.
A table! The WWE Universe is going wild!
Counter right when it was needed. Oh, colliding with the barricade.
Oh, yeah, she is really getting fired up.
Tremendous pressure being applied in this head crank.
Oh, oof.
To the arm.
The Queen setting up and drops the knee.
Fires back with a crucial elbow. Michinoku driver.
Measured up and
First drop.
Cena got all of it, had him in his sights, focused, and nailed it.
The fruits of his determination on display there.
Forced the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection.
And now we're getting an up-close and personal view of this fight.
Whip back into the ring. Looks to climb the top rope from the top.
Elbow drop, good Lord.
Completely flattened, and that should do it. That has to do it. She counters it.
And into the corner he goes. Proof these superstars have done their homework. Hooked up.
Shin breaker.
Oh, putting focus on the arm here.
And this one could be moving to ringside. Looking for something, anything under the ring.
Hold on. That's wrapped in barbed wire. He's gone to a sick place. She dodges out of the way. Charlotte Flair. The first step is the figure four, and Charlotte now bridging up.
Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind. Oh, no. Eyes on the target.
Crossbody.
Oh, goodness. Nothing but brutality.
Charlotte Flair stepping into the figure four. Can she complete the bridge?
And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
Looking to crush the hamstring. Oh. Another one?
Makes it incredibly difficult to walk.
She's ready to take this match to the outside.
I do not know exactly what she has planned now, but I do know it will not be good for that table.
Back in the ring.
He's able to slip away.
Ducks underneath. There's a shoulder tackle. Gonna float through the air once again with yet another shoulder tackle. Gonna finish this sequence up with a big slam.
Ooh, that knee knocking the wind out of him.
Bang! He finds a counter. He's setting this table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night.
Cena, Flair, titans of this industry going at it in an all-out war. This is the kind of match that is talked about for decades.
John Cena.
Attitude adjustment. That might topple the queen.
Constant pressure being put on by Cena.
And I think Cena's got more in store, too. Rising up on spaghetti legs. This is not where you want to be. Up high.
And completely missed the mark.
That misstep could have cost them this match entirely.
A hard landing for sure. From way up, double axe handle.
And this is as much a dare as it is a statement.
No, just shredding into their opponent with that barbed wire.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Oh, shit breaker. Gonna be hard to walk after that.
Oh, predicted what was coming. Oof, getting put down by surprise. And he avoids what was coming.
And lifts it to this place.
Sent to the corner.
Oh, stunning offense from the utterly superior Charlotte Flair.
You can almost see the gears turning in their head as they set up the table.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chop and natural selection. Bow to the crown, it's over.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissor draining all the energy out of the opposition. And with the submission locked in, all we have...
She releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to.
And outside she goes. What's her plan here?
Guess she was looking for her old pal named Kendo under there.
Cena now taking the brunt of the attack.
Cena having trouble getting his bearings. Charlotte showing she's not out of it.
She's trying to rally, giving it all she's got to get back on top of this match.
And this has quickly become a match to be remembered.
A classic in the making. How in the world is it going to end?
Oh, man, we all know what's coming here.
Connecting on the DDT. John Cena, submission move in. The STF.
Looking for the end.
This has got to be it. No, maybe not. Fighting out.
Multiple elbows. Escaping the STF. Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Going to finish things off.
Wow.
Just a mess of wood and flesh after that.
This one's heading to the outside. She's found a barbed wire spot. She's looking to cause permanent damage.
The knee. Lights out.
Oh, God. Piercing shot with the barbed wire.
Boom! This is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to hurt someone.
Flair now is dictating the pace.
Flair is making the opposition bow down. Manages to slip out of the way.
Planted with a wicked DDT. Great count.
Flair stepping through. Has it locked in. Figure fours. Perhaps looking for the bridge. There it is.
And she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap.
Spear by the Queen.
And she's clearly got devious intentions in her mind here.
Fast thinking saved him there.
Clothesline hits its mark.
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here. Back into the ring now.
Ooh, reverse back elbow.
So precise.
Solid cutting.
Punch connects. Tag with a punch.
And from the middle rope, springboard stunner.
How innovative.
And now he gets back into the ring.
He's making his intentions known to everyone in the arena.
Decides to leave the confines of...
Flair delivering the chop. Followed by natural selection.
Cena's in trouble.
Cena's in trouble. No, just shredding into the opponent with that barbed wire.
There's electricity running through this arena right now.
Will it be the spark for one of these competitors?
Oh, knee drop.
Woo! Into the knee drop.
Cena now taking the brunt of the attack.
John has to find an opening and respond.
Had the foresight to get out of that one.
Clothesline. Ooh, and he manages to reverse.
He finally creates some more offense for himself.
And if he's smart, he'll try and take advantage of the opening he's created.
Right into the ring post. What impact. Oh, man. Did you hear the snap of the kendo stick? Oh! Bear hug, squeezing the breath out of them.
The Queen in serious danger of submission. Can Charlotte Flair hang?
He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got.
Cena looking to put this thing away.
The STF is cinched in. And now the panic is setting in.
Tap out. There it is.
Oh, she manages to reverse it. So effective. And Charlotte takes another beating there.
Cena going into the reserves to still find some fight.
What is Cena doing on the top rope?
John Cena, you can't see me!
Weapon in hand, just toying with her now.
The savage beatdown with a barbed wire bat. And there's no answer.
Charlotte Flair looking to cinch in the figure 4 leg lock. Can she bridge through?
She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see.
Holding the table with surprise.
The Queen looking to finish things off. Here's the figure 4.
And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her. He gets out of the way. Uh-oh.
With a crossbody. Impressive reversal. Target acquired. This only ends one way. Oh, one step ahead with the suplex. Crank in the head.
He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party.
And here's John Cena. Kick to the midsection.
Cena can put it away here. What's coming here? Submission move being applied.
Charlotte Flair. Is she going to tap out?
I think it's only a matter of time before the Queen taps.
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
Trampling the opposition.
The savage beatdown with a barbed wire bat.
Able to avoid damage with an evasive maneuver.
Into a neck breaker. Phenomenal.
He's setting this table up, and guys, someone's about to have a really bad night. Ooh. What a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
And her body is being pushed well past the breaking point.
At this point, I think we have serious cause for concern. He just flipped the script there.
Picked up and being carried around now.
Impressive display of power. You can't see him, but you will feel this.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
This could result in a tap out. I don't know how much longer she can hold on here. So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength.
Cena looking to tie his opponent up.
STF applied.
Submission move.
There's the tap. There's the tap.
Here is your winner, the greatest of all.
And we're in for a taste of the old school with a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Yeah, there was a time when this was how you would settle all your differences in the ring. And I, for one, am glad it's made a comeback.
You know what, Saxton? You know what? For once in my life, I actually agree with you.
Lock it in, the Dragon Sleeper. Will it get counter? Yes, not letting the submission attempt do any more damage here.
Hoist it up. Beautiful spin-out powerbomb.
You have to question what kind of mountain 10 is behind a powerbomb with that much force.
Wow, what a shot.
Oh, right into a counter.
Shot block. Brutal move that can take away all the mobility in that leg.
And an answer from her.
Oh!
Extreme Rules has to be one of the most difficult matches for a superstar to prepare for.
Yeah, I don't know if you can ever enter an Extreme Rules match even close to fully prepared. There's no telling what twist
From the top.
Whoa! What a landing!
completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that. No! Just shredding into their opponent with that barbed wire.
That's why you don't step to the queen.
Counter. He knew just what to do. And Cena is taking out a lot of offense now.
The Queen is holding the leverage in this match.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
Oh, no, look out. Here we go. That's called changing the decor of the broadcast area.
I have a feeling there's more to come, Corey.
Taking this fight back into the ring. Oh, elbow right to the breadbasket for their troubles.
Shoulder tackle.
You can see Charlotte's expert game plan experiencing a minor hitch there.
And Cena with some big-time, hard-hitting offense.
Finishes that series of strikes with one last big hit. Oh, foot just stomping down.
Oh, using the knee as a weapon.
Connecting with a sharp elbow.
Cena plans in motion.
From the top, the leader of the C-Nation.
Oh, what a response. Headed to the outside.
But for what reason?
Bang! Drop kick. Cena starting to look a little worse for wear after that bit of offense.
And as this match drags on, all that damage is only going to make it harder to fight out of a submission hold.
Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
She knows what an important equalizer the kendo stick can be.
He manages to slip out of the way. Good golly, driven directly into the steel stairs. Up high.
You gotta be kidding me.
From up top, right onto the target outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Set up for the leg sweep.
Nicely done.
Boom. That put
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Natural selection.
John Cena won't come back from that.
And here we go. The Boston Crab.
Look at the back position.
Boston Crab, no more. She's rummaging around under the ring here.
The WWE Universe always says they want tables. It looks like she's giving them what they want.
She's making the climb to the top rope.
Way too...
Through the air. And connects.
You got to be a certain kind of crazy to even think about attempting that kind of offense. But I can't say it didn't pay off. Monkey flip.
I love it. And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something.
That's not a bat you look to hit home runs with. It's a bat you look to tear flesh off with.
Oh, goodness. Nothing but brutality with that barbed wire.
Measured up and
First drop. Deep into this battle, and Cena is still doling out damage.
We've seen Cena in this position so many times. Will he find a way to close things out?
Cena, Flair, titans of this industry going at it in an all-out war. This is the kind of match that is talked about for decades.
Looking to go up high.
Up high. What?
Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Oh, God. Piercing shot with the barbed wire. We're getting up close. Look at this intense battle.
Everything ringside has potential to do some serious injury.
And now thrown back into the ring. Oh, Charlotte Flair! Can she bridge into the figure eight? Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done. Charlotte Flair sizing up her opponent. There's a handspring into a clothesline. Amazing. The Queen is looking to put this thing away.
Figure four locked in. She's got a bridge, Corey. Figure. Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind.
She's headed out of the ring.
Looking for a little more breathing room.
She'll take things into the ring. Oh, goodness. Nothing but brutality with that barbed wire.
What a raucous crowd here tonight. Oh, my God. Charlotte's keeping the pressure on.
Cena's just trying to weather the storm.
Sliding out of danger there.
Both superstars countering one move after another.
He got out of dodge just in time.
Inverted suplex.
Oh, stomping away.
This is going to take some power here. Look at this strength. Absolutely impressive.
Attitude adjustment. Does Cena put this one away?
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch.
Is hope fading? Is it? Needs to escape and does. Gets free from that painful hold.
Able to make a timely escape.
Not a good spot to be in.
Ooh, that caught with a punch to the face.
Flair delivering the chop. Followed by natural select.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissor draining all.
Wait, look at this. And a great counter to the submission.
Short clothesline hits its mark.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. And
He left himself wide open. Big mistake.
oh my, turn that around and spiked him.
Measured up and
First drop.
Classic John Cena. What a bionic elbow.
He gets into the ring. The equalizer in hand, and he's just goading his opponent to make the first move. Making his way to the top here.
Cena.
Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Yeah, and I don't think that's what was in mind there.
I don't know if there was anything in mind there.
Table launch right at their opponent.
Ooh, targeting the leg there.
One step ahead there.
Ooh.
Listen to this place. It's electric. Gets the reversal. What a counter.
Got her in her sights and making clear she's going to make this hurt.
A savage beatdown with a barbed wire bat.
He averts the offense.
Ducks out of the way, off the ropes, and a big shoulder tackle. Not done yet. Ducks up and down with a slam. Weapon in hand saying, I'm up in the ante.
Some agility.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Natural selection by Charlotte. Look at this fire.
Big forehead saver draining all the energy out of the opposition. This is grueling. Look at the torque.
And she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap.
Oh, elbow to the face. And this one might be headed ringside. She's getting something from under the ring.
With all this in mind, take it from me. Nothing good ever comes from rearranging furniture. He wants this fight on the outside.
Sharp clothesline. Is nothing off limits?
Nope.
Able to slip away.
Clothesline. Cena up the turnbuckles.
Up high. Look out below. Coming down on their opponent like a sack of bricks.
Check out this power all the way up.
Up for the electric chair. Down for the drop. And avoids taking any damage.
Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in.
Just tossing that barbed wire bat.
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied.
Can John Cena find a way to escape this predicament?
Cena needs to find an escape route.
Let's go over submission hold.
Not sure what she's got planned here.
Knee straight to the gut, stays up.
We're about to see it. Attitude adjustment.
Is that all Cena needs? Sick thought from that table.
But his torso continues to be the target here.
And it's going to be hard to mount any sort of attack for him now.
Shot right to the back of the neck.
And now gets tossed into the ring.
Looks like she is already trying to add insult to injury.
A savage beatdown with a barbed wire bat. Clothesline.
Good Lord.
So effective.
And here's John Cena.
Knuckle shuffle.
Hold on a second. Could be a matter of time. Submission being locked in. Holmes is just getting a single leg camel clutch and a great counter.
Cena hoisting them up from behind into position.
Attitude adjustment.
Nothing Charlotte Flair can... The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. Michael Cole, the queen, could be moments away from submitting. This looks terrible for Charlotte.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
This is just establishing dominance.
Oh, a stop right to the chest. Are you kidding me?
You saw that coming. Ooh, sharp elbow. Steered away there.
A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors.
Now bringing her fury to ringside.
Sliding back into the ring. And this is as much a dare as it is a statement.
Oh, goodness. Nothing but brutality with that barbed wire.
Shoved into the ropes and attacking the lower back.
Adrenaline pumping. Here she goes. Top rope.
Waiting to strike. Brace for impact.
Okay, she's taking her showboat a bit too far at this point. Moving into the ring.
Caught with a clothesline.
Rising up on spaghetti legs. This is not where you want to be. Barbed wire to the head. That's just grotesque. He wastes no time dodging. Cena has his opponent up, repositioned
For the AA. That finally has to slam the door.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
This is the worst spot she can be in.
has to think of something fast or she'll be forced to...
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
Scrambling up the top turnbuckle now.
What is Cena doing on the top rope?
John Cena, you can't see me.
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. The queen in serious danger of submission. Can Charlotte Flair hang on?
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows?
Cena. Looking for the end.
Is that going to decide it for Cena?
Setting up for a submission maneuver.
Critical point in this match. She's all tied up and in a lot of pain.
Trying to fight out of it with every...
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael. Into a gut-wrench suplex.
He has truly gone to a different zone, you guys. And Charlotte is being controlled here.
Cena's having his way. Fast movement gets her out of the way.
Getting clubbed by the axe handle. Uh-oh. He counters with a great reversal.
Look at the power from Cena. Face first.
Uh-oh. Here it comes. Legendary. Knuckle shuffle.
Boom.
Ooh, she puts the brakes on that.
Oh, man. Oh. Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
No, just shredding into their opponent with that barbed wire.
No doubt about it. This is just adding extreme insult to injury. And Cena is in command.
The Queen's perseverance being tested here.
He's heading to the top turnbuckle.
Cena.
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
Man, oh man, took that crucial leap of faith, and no one was there.
Charlotte going for the figure four. Once she locks it in, if she can bridge out to the figure eight, this one's over. Locked in tight. Charlotte. And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
Charlotte Flair. The first step is the figure four, and Charlotte now bridging up.
Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done.
And enters back into the ring. Charlotte has flight in mind.
Way too... I can't believe what we just saw.
I can't believe that didn't miss.
Measured up and boom,
Drop.
A systematic attack on that arm.
throwing down the proverbial gauntlet. Where is this going to go next?
Doesn't want to be on the top rope like this. Cena. What's he going to do here? Big right hand.
Looking for something big. Looking for something devastating. Attitude adjustment.
Will that be it? Will that be enough? Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming. Charlotte Flair trapped in a submission. Cole, can the Queen hang on?
That's it. That's a tap.
Ooh, merciless looking blood.
Ooh, and fights back.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Now heading outside.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
Dishing out a suplex.
And Charlotte's durability getting challenged again.
Yeah, Charlotte has to find a way to shrug off all the pain. Any bait? Flair delivering the chop. Followed by natural selection.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissor draining all the energy out of the opposition.
The more he fights, the more...
There it is, tapping out. The Queen putting in the work in the corner, making the climb to the top rope. Moonsault, no!
The second time, standing moonsault. He avoids the contact. Caught with that sharp elbow.
Brutal club.
Getting set up in the corner now.
Ooh, that came eerily close to taking an eye out. It seems like she's looking to take things up a notch or two.
Yeah, she's definitely got something big planned with this table.
Chop block turns the tide on their offense.
absolutely love this. WWE fans are pumped. You can't see me. Into the 5-knuckle shuffle.
Oh, look at the start of this. Could be going into the playbook for submission.
Gotta figure out a way out of this one or it could be over.
This is painful to watch. Don't know how she...
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
I can't begin to imagine what he's got planned here, guys.
Maybe it's a yard sale. It's an elbow. She knew how to evade that.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chop and natural selection. There's no chance you're coming.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure 4 head saver, draining all the energy out of the opposition.
Cena with nowhere to go.
Taps out from the excruciating pain.
Here is your winner, Charlotte.
The bell rings for this 2 out of 3 falls match. First superstar to gain 2 falls in this match is the winner.
A lot of strategy in this type of match, and I know for a fact that both these competitors know that. This should be interesting.
Got the front face lock applied.
Nice suplex. A handstand.
Into the knee drop.
Oh.
Got the leg in.
Trying to work the leg here.
The legs are a base that you do not want to lose.
Chopping down the tree at the base here.
Really just laying it in.
And this one's taken to the outside.
Grabbing a kendo stick. Any connection with flesh will definitely leave a welt.
A ferocious attack put on here by Flair.
Cena needs to find some energy fast.
In a well-timed counter. Neck breaker. A reversal. He saw that coming. And some might say no margin for error in a 2 out of 3 falls match.
Oh, that's not true. You have a margin for one error, but if you aren't able to correct mistakes and adjust your strategy on the fly, that margin's going to get thin very, very quickly. Struggling to find a base. Time could very well be running out.
Oh, my forearm.
A handstand.
Into the knee drop.
Cena's getting dominated.
Charlotte isn't holding anything back.
With the counter.
He's pushing back now.
But Cena still has to do more to get this fully in his favor.
And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one. Caught in a bad spot. Uh-oh.
No!
Imagine having to continue competing after eating the apron like that.
Just caught flush.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Crank in the head. The action spilling in our direction.
Sent straight to the barricade.
No! Face first, snake eyes! The patience of Charlotte being tested there, but as we know, she can get mean real quick. He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
And now with the kendo stick in hand, he's ready to do some real damage.
The C Nation is coming alive.
Charlotte's got to get it together to avoid disaster.
Thrown out of ringside and back to the mat.
She managed to avoid that offense.
Oh, with a clothesline. Smash in their face.
Uh-oh. That could make an opening for her.
Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte. Natural selection.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four headset.
Trying to break the hold and is able to do it. Critical escape there. Counters to gain the advantage.
Oh, man.
Planning something big here.
Cena. Whoa, look out.
They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Turning the tables.
Uh-oh.
And she reversed it. Oh, he timed that counter well. Calculating the next move here. Into the cutter. Effective counter.
Some serious damage to the arm being inflicted here.
Look at this raw power.
John Cena is in a bad way, guys.
But I highly doubt anybody's going to throw in the towel, though.
And what need is there to go looking under the apron like this?
Really done playing games here. Now that she's got her hands on a table.
Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
What's she looking for under the ring?
Oh, boy, she found a kendo stick. This match might just get hard to watch.
Gets lifted into position. Oh, bang! Face first! Whip back into the ring. Charlotte, so impressive, so powerful. Backpack stunner!
Heading up top.
High risk. Here we go.
No moonsault!
Great adjustment.
Behold the power and grace of the Queen.
Charlotte is on another level. WWE Universe wants tables. Well, they've got tables. Heading back to the ring.
Cena powering up his opponent into position.
Attitude adjustment. Charlotte is in trouble.
The colossal clutch. The colossal clock.
Looking to get out of this, and yes, able to slip out of the hold. Textbook fall-away slam.
Figure four locked in. Charlotte gonna look for the bridge.
And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
Look at the power from Cena.
Cena with a face buster.
Cena, Flair, titans of this industry going at it in an all-out war. This is the kind of match that is talked about for decades.
taking things back into the ring.
Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
Big back body drop.
Oh, you see the height on that?
Hoisted up high here. Lands face first.
He's got a plan for that table, and it does not involve a dinner party. That's a free fall.
Monkey flip. Oh, she was ready with the counter. The arm getting pummeled.
You saw that being telegraphed.
Setting up for something here.
God, that cannot be what that table was meant for.
Legs caught. And here we go. Single leg crab.
Unmitigated demonstration of power. The pressure's on. Gotta get out quick.
Oh, what a great counter. She's headed outside now.
I wonder what her game plan is. Oh, no. We've never seen anything pretty when a barbed wire bat gets involved in a match. Effective dodge there. Oh, he slips out of harm's way. We're about to see it.
Talent adjustment.
Cena can put it away here.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch. Michael Cole, the Queen, could be moments away from submitting. This looks terrible for...
Trying to get out of the submission. And does.
Charlotte Flair stepping into the figure four. Can she complete the bridge?
She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see.
Has a weapon, but is wasting time.
Oh, goodness. Nothing but brutality with that barbed wire.
Neck breaker.
The front face lock applied. Nice suplex.
Charlotte Flair sizing up her opponent. There's a handspring. Big clothesline. Amazing.
Charlotte Flair tying up her opponent in the figure four leg lock. Can she exacerbate the pain?
Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough damage has been done.
And all that's left is one thing, one finishing touch.
Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte. Natural selection. Cena's in trouble. Cena's in trouble. Looking as locked in as ever. I think we know what's coming. Cross body.
And Cena's starting to falter here.
Charlotte displaying all of her ability.
Oh, elbow to the face. Heading to the outside now. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Oh, man. Now she's scheming to introduce her opponent to a table.
German suplex. Being carried around now. Sit out, powerbomb.
Watch this display of power.
Attitude adjustment. Cena can end it there.
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch.
Submission locked in. Could this be it? Are we going to see a tap out? And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now. No! Just shredding into their opponent with that barbed wire.
Oh, my God. Oh, a backbreaker.
Right to the spine.
And what's she gonna do at this table?
Set up a buffet. What do you think she's going to do, Saxton?
Boom! He dodges out of danger. Power slam! Boom! The arm taking the brunt of that. First drop. Devastating maneuver from Cena.
He gets back into the ring.
And he's ready to throw out all decorum in this one.
He's making his way to ringside now. Not looking good in this position. Oh!
And Cena telling the crowd to watch him.
He's looking a little wobbly here, guys. Charlotte is fighting high.
Repeated elbows to the lower back.
Dazed and confused, and things are only about to get worse.
He answers right back.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Followed by natural selection.
Go. Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissor draining all the...
Trying to break out of this grip and is able to do it. Escapes the hold before irreparable damage is done.
Cena hoisting them up from behind into position.
Oh, man, through the table.
Goodness gracious. Just...
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. This is not where she wants.
Look at counter. Yes, not letting the submission attempt do any more damage here. Oh, man, that'll bend your arm. She's heading out of the ring. Countouts are not a factor for her.
Oh no, the wood with a barbed wire wrapping? Someone needs to take that away from her.
Oh, barbed wire straight to the dome.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object.
The Queen stepping through. Here's the figure four.
Yeah, now she's got a bridge into the figure eight if she can do it. She's going to put this one away. And there it is. She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see. Cracked across the skull with that barbed wire.
Come on, stop this. Your point's made. No need to keep on doing this. Everyone is on their feet in this building.
Absolutely showing the respect for all the exertion these athletes are putting each other through.
Running knee. Oh, God. Piercing shot with the barbed wire.
Oh, this is really getting out of hand here. Someone needs to step in.
Lights out. DDT connects.
Now John asserting control. Oh, bounced off the ropes. Taken down. This is an incredible comeback. This superstar was down and out moments ago, but back in this match.
What resiliency we are seeing on display.
And I really don't like the looks of this, guys. She's favoring her torso here.
Yeah, taking damage like that to your midsection makes it hard to breathe.
Cena delivers a 5-knuckle shuffle. And look at this now. Bad intentions coming with this hold.
Charlotte Flair trapped in a submission. Cole, can the Queen hang on?
No way! Charlotte's gonna tap! So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out. Oh, goodness! Nothing but brutality with that blunt wire.
An overbearing assault on Charlotte now.
Cena giving no quarter.
What's he looking to do here? The STF's in. John Cena, the patented
Taps out. She dodges out of the way. Uh-oh.
countering that offense.
Charlotte might be waking up.
Trying to fight back and stay in this match.
No, just shredding into their opponent with that barbed wire. John Cena looking to close this thing out.
Oh, the STF is in. It's in. Will his opponent tap out?
Submission couldn't fight the pain any longer. Has to tap.
Here is your winner, the greatest of all time, John Cena!
Big match John getting the job done again. This is what Cena does, people.
It was definitely a valiant effort by Charlotte. She has nothing to regret after a match like this.
And honestly, I can't wait to see the rematch. You just can't go wrong with Cena versus Charlotte.
We all know you have to get your opponent to tap to become the winner tonight. The question is, how do you do it, Byron?
It's all about sustained attacks, Michael. Stay on the offensive and try and wear your opponent down. Then, when there's an opening, move in to finish.
You act like your opponent's just going to let you impose your will, Byron. Truth is, to win a submission match, you have to attack where your opponent's vulnerable.
Are you talking about taking some cheap shots?
No, I'm talking about doing whatever you have to do to get your opponent to tap out and get the W.
Into the knee drop.
Look at this, Byron.
With your forehead.
Trying to escape, and yes, the hold is broken. Neck breaker. Corey, what are your thoughts of the first fall in a 2 out of 3 falls match?
I'm a big fan of scoring it as quickly as possible, Cole, because that sets the tone of the whole match moving forward, and it puts your opposition on the back foot almost immediately.
Back suplex.
Oh, strong impact.
And she heads out to the floor.
Obviously was in need of a breather. Boom.
Out on the apron.
Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad.
Oh, my goodness. You don't aim for the apron unless you're looking to do some serious damage.
Oh, what a knee.
And now thrown back into the ring. He's looking for something. This could get dangerous.
Of all the toys underneath the ring, he just had to go with the one that ensures Splinter. Oh, looks like she won't be gloating again anytime soon.
This is a situation you want to avoid.
Ooh, drop right on their face.
She's facing some real pushback here.
Into a gut-wrench suplex. The amount of force behind that is enough to knock a normal person out. A narrow escape.
And a big boot by Charlotte. And here we go. Boston Crab, no more. What a shot.
And she heads out to the floor. Obviously was in need of a breather.
Into the barricade.
Got the underhook.
Bang! Backbreaker.
He almost got caught by that one.
What a counter!
Oh, hard shot right into the post. Oh, it gets put into the barricade. Got out of the way.
Got the front face lock applied. Ooh, nice suplex.
Now looking for something to waylay her opponent with.
And as a couple of Hall of Famers once said, it's time to get the tables.
Off the barricade. He's able to dodge out of the way.
Ooh, sent straight into the ring post.
She's bringing the table into play here.
She is done playing around. Uh-oh, monkey flip.
I love it.
An elbow will break that up.
Precarious position here.
Electric chair, the face buster.
Measured up and
Fist drop.
gentlemen, no need for monitors right now. The fight is right in front of us.
Driven into the steel steps. And now gets tossed into the ring.
She's able to evade.
Neckbreaker. He's definitely been worn down a little.
Extreme Rules takes an intense toll on the body. The longer this match goes, the worse it gets.
Ooh, right down on the knee. Oh, knee drop.
Charlotte Flair steps through. Here we go. Figure eight. Let's go over submission hold.
Not sure what she's got planned here.
She's bringing the fight outside. I don't know what they're looking for here.
And as dangerous as she is, that kendo stick just made her even more so. Oh!
Charlotte now showing off her wide arsenal. Charlotte exhibiting that genetic superiority. She's getting that table right where she wants it.
She clearly has something in mind. Oh, man, we all know what's coming here.
From the top! You gotta be kidding me! The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
Taking aim on the arm.
Watch this display of power.
It'll set out powerbomb.
Thunderous impact.
Eludes the attack.
Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Oh, might have broken their back.
Right to the leg. Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
And Cena continues to push through.
All of Charlotte's work is being broken down.
Take off!
Whoa, what a landing!
From ring post to ring side, risking it all paid off. Oh boy, sticking with the classics. A barbed wire bat.
A savage beatdown with a barbed wire bat. And Charlotte can't find an answer for these attacks.
The Queen's perseverance being tested here.
Face drop.
I think we can safely say Big Match John is in the building.
What a move!
Cena Flair, titans of this industry going at it in an all-out war. This is the kind of match that is talked about for decades.
Just like that, she turned it around.
A masterful display of defense from both wrestlers.
Tossed back into the ring.
Cena has his opponent up, repositioned.
Attitude adjustment.
Does Cena put this one up?
What's he doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
Just wrenching away here. Absolutely excruciating.
Trapped.
He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand. He's got a kendo stick, a weapon we've seen used to great effect time and time again. She just avoided some serious damage.
Big match, John.
Cena putting himself in the driver's seat.
And he retaliates. Moves from the ring to the outside. Into the ring again now.
Dominating shoulder tackle.
Caught with the elbow.
Nasty chop delivered by Shawn. Followed by natural selection.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head surgery draining all the...
Wait, look at this. And a great counter to the submission.
Bodies have been decimated, fortitude has been tested, and these fans are showing their approval of these superstars' performances.
John Cena. Attitude adjustment.
Is that going to decide it for Cena?
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch.
Charlotte Flair. Is she going to tap out?
I think it's only a matter of time.
And he breaks his own submission.
Maybe his plan was just to soften his opponent with that hold.
Here comes the backpack stunner.
She's headed to the outside. No threat of count out here. And slides back into the ring. Knife edge chop. My goodness, did you hear that chop? You can almost see the gears turning in their head as they set up the table. Oh, what are they going to do here? I don't like where that table is. Suplex through the table.
Charlotte Flair stepping into the figure four. Can she complete the bridge?
And she releases her own submission. And I have to question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap.
He almost got caught by that one.
Locks in the gut wrench.
Suplex. Oh! Oh my goodness!
Evasive maneuvering there.
He's doing everything he can to fight out of this tough spot.
Looks like he has something planned with his table, guys.
I don't want to know.
Dangerous intentions in her mind right now.
What a shot.
It pulls off the reversal. Quick thinking that time. Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Lifted and completely helpless here.
What a slam. Cena thinking about ending this.
STF is in. STF. This has got to be it. No, maybe not. Fighting out. Multiple elbows. Escaping the STF.
Oh, man. Intercepted the attack with a kick to the face.
She continues to fight off her opponent.
He's able to counter that. She reverses and creates an opportunity.
Has control of their opponent. All the way up and all the way down. Fall away slam. A nice kip up.
Well scouted.
Bam! Right there, Charlotte showed that picture-perfect combination of domination and devastation. Looks like she wants to take things to the floor here. She's found a barbed wire bat. She's looking to cause permanent damage. And avoids taking any damage.
A savage beatdown with a barbed wire bat. She bridge into the figure eight. And she lets go of the hold.
Maybe she didn't like the leverage or grip she had on that submission, Cole.
Slowly rising, looking like a very easy target here. Caught in the electric chair, but fighting.
Right hands will do it. Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver. Suplex, what a way to capitalize on the mistake. Oh, deadlift.
Attitude adjustment. Charlotte is in trouble.
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. The queen in serious danger of submission. Can Charlotte Flair hang on?
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Looking to finish things off.
Down they go. What a move.
The queen stepping through. Here's the figure four.
Yeah, now she's got a bridge into the figure eight if she can do it. She's going to put this one away. And there it is. And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her.
Fishing for something beneath the ring.
She's got a table and a plan in mind. Let's see how this plays out.
He takes things out of the ring.
Goodness. Nothing but brutality with that barbed wire. Trying to string together as many hits with that weapon as possible.
And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Springboard, but nobody home.
She's going up now, going up high.
To the sky. And does not get it. Oh.
Boom, right the button. And she's out of the ring. Remember, no countouts in this one. He's headed out to the ringside area. Everything he can do to create space here.
Hoisted up and driven down with Emerald Flosion.
Table launch right at their opponent. Oh, here we go!
She escapes the attack.
Well-executed takedown.
Oh, nice balance.
Into a double knee drop.
Taking this thing out onto the floor now. Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned? We might need to consider relocating soon.
Yeah, this fight's getting closer and closer to our table. Good Lord, that's like hundreds of razor blades being projected to your face. Clearing off our desk. What could be the thought process here?
I don't think it's anything good.
I don't know if it's anything I can watch.
Check out this power all the way. Ooh, hanging.
Cena is unable to stop this string of offense.
Cena's perseverance being tested. Off their offense with a swift elbow to the gut. Oh! Stomping straight down on the arm.
Oh, what a knee strike. Uh-oh, he's searching for something.
The universal signal for extreme. The kendo stick has entered the fray.
Boom!
Right to the kidneys from behind.
And Cena now is dominating.
Cena putting himself in the driver's seat.
Whip back into the ring. Taking things to the top rope.
Up high.
Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
Hooked up.
Shin breaker.
Flair stepping through. How's it locked in? Figure four. Perhaps looking for the bridge. There it is.
Let's go. She just released the hold.
Maybe she has something better in mind.
Heading to ringside now. And she re-enters the ring.
Uh-oh, something big is coming.
Boom! Good defense from him.
Cena reaching deep into his bag of tricks for that springboard stunner. What is Cena doing on the top rope?
John Cena, you can't see me! You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
My goodness, look at how tight the submission's locked in. She can't stay in this for long.
And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
Yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Just sending a message there. And she's returning fire.
Looks like she wants to take things to the floor here.
Just provoking her opponent, daring her to make the first move. Taking things back into the ring.
No, just shredding into their opponent with that barbed wire.
This is certainly an effective use.
Charlotte Flair. The first step is the figure four, and Charlotte now bridging up.
And she breaks her own submission hold. We don't see that often.
That can either psych out her opponent or come back to bite her. Just cranking the head.
That's how you wear down your opponent.
That was a hell of a maneuver there.
The Queen looking to finish things off. Here's the figure four.
She decides to just let go, but why let go of the submission?
Not a strategy we often expect to see.
No, just shredding into their opponent with that barbed wire.
An uninterrupted surge against Cena here.
Cena has to find a way to reassert himself.
Charlotte with a barrage of strikes in the corner, now looking to up the ante on the top rope, catches herself. There it is. Wow!
John Cena. Attitude adjustment from Cena.
Is that going to just...
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
The hold is just getting tighter. She has to escape somehow, some way. So much for the submission hold. He just lets go.
His grip strength might have run out.
That should strike fear in your opponent.
Oh, goodness. Nothing but brutality with that barbed wire.
So much disdain with each of these shots. Something about this is starting to feel way...
Cena looking to put this thing away. STF applied. Couldn't take it anymore. Has to tap.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
This is the most compromising position she can be in. Trying to break the hold and is able to do it. Critical escape there.
Figure four locked in. Charlotte gonna look for the bridge.
She releases the hold.
No harm in changing things up if a submission isn't working the way you want it to.
Oh, God. Piercing shot with the barbed wire. Oh, look at this. Tremendous resilience shown by this superstar. In complete control of this match.
Incredible momentum being built here by this superstar.
Victory could be imminent.
Here it comes. Five-knuckle shuffle.
The colossal clutch. The colossal clutch. The Queen in serious danger of submission. Can Charlotte Flair hang on?
Will get counter. Yes, not letting the submission attempt do any more.
Charlotte Flair sizing up her opponent. There's a handspring. Into the clothesline. Amazing. She's trying to bait her in, but I would not get near her now.
An impactful display of offense we just witnessed there.
This is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to beat someone.
Uh-oh. Dragon Sleeper applied. This could be it.
This is the moment when you're
trying to get out of the submission, and does. Cena, look at this power onto his shoulders.
Attitude adjustment.
hits it again.
You doing here, Corey?
The colossal clutch.
Complete control here. Has her with nowhere to go.
Tap out.
Here is your winner, the Greatest.
2 out of 3 falls action set to begin here, where you have to beat your opponent not once, but twice.
One of the most old-school match types there is, and a true test of toughness. You think you're good? Winning this match proves it.
Ooh, she puts the brakes on that.
Oh, my goodness.
Just punishing their opponent. Escapes out of that attack.
Well-executed suplex.
All the way up. And the
Big-time powerbomb. That powerbomb was absolutely worthy of both halves of its name.
Man, what timing on that counter.
Ooh, elbow strike. 2 out of 3 falls matches always seem to bring added pressure to things. The pressure to score the first fall, the pressure to mount a comeback.
Yeah, and scoring that first fall can be a real icebreaker. When you score the first fall, that's essentially a declaration that you're in control of this match. This is your match to lose, no one else's. Sharp elbow.
Just cranking the head.
That's how you wear down your opponent. From the middle rope. What a splash. Oh, he cuts it off.
Uh-oh, monkey flip.
I love it. She's taken her share of blows at this point. Something's got to give here.
Well, what's next won't be good for anyone.
This match has spilled out to our announcer's area.
Let's hope they take it back in the ring soon. Ah, stop to the belly.
Counters right into the swift chop block.
What are we going to see here?
A third, showing absolutely no mercy at all. What an onslaught.
And now thrown back into the ring. What's she looking for under the ring?
Well, she definitely wants to hurt her competition as much as possible, if the table's any indication.
Back into the ring here.
Ducks out of the way, off the ropes, and a big shoulder tackle. Not done yet. Ducks up and down with a slam.
Oh boy, Byron, it's time for your favorite thing.
We're ready, corner you. Are you ready for the 5-knuckle shuffle? And she anticipated what was coming.
Knee to the gut creates separation. What a display of strength here.
Oh, man, right to the esophagus. Kick to the back.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
And the Queen might be hurting after that hit.
And you have to wonder how all this is going to come into play down the line.
What's he hoping to find down there?
An old standby for the deranged and sadistic. The barbed wire bat.
Goodness. Nothing but brutality with that wire.
A consistent attack being mounted on Flair.
Charlotte's got to find a way to put the best foot forward here.
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied.
A single leg camel clutch and a great counter.
Up the electric chair, down for the drop.
She had that scouted.
Rough landing on the ladder, and things can only get worse from here.
Going up to the turnbuckle here.
Taking flight.
Able to slip out of that one. Oh, and it's trapped now in just a sharp elbow.
Taking a moment to get pumped off of this crowd's incredible energy.
Good God. Didn't need to counter into anything pretty, just a clubbing blow.
Turned it around with a reversal. Boom, what impact. There's no way she can continue on for much longer.
She's really taking a beating tonight. I don't think she's got much left.
Fast press! Fast press! Fast press!
Delivered into the barricade.
Got flipped upside down there.
Sharp punch.
Tossed back into the ring. Clearly hoping something nefarious is beneath the ring.
A table. And guys, I don't think there will be any place settings.
She goes back into the ring.
Oh, what a chop.
Reversal. And that turns things around. Clothesline. Cena being the aggressor.
And I think Cena's got more in store, too.
These two reaching a standstill with all these reversals.
This is quickly turning into a slugfest. Ooh,
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
it looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs.
Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up. Kick.
In the corner now, she doesn't want to stay there, putting her in a dangerous position.
Oh, from the top.
And he's got ripped right off the top.
Launched into the ladder.
And it won't end there.
Cena
Taking flight.
And impact on the ladder.
Not just on the ladder, but through the ladder. My gosh, what a landing.
Cena, Flair, titans of this industry going at it in an all-out war. This is the kind of match that is talked about for decades.
She reverses and creates an opportunity.
Look at, Fought off with an elbow.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Wait a second. What? No, put that back. Barbed wire does not belong in here.
Just a continuous rush on Charlotte here.
Charlotte needs to find a way to reverse her fortunes.
Table is set up. Oh, boy.
Table behind her now in the line of fire. Absolute decimation. That table became particle board.
And back into the ring she goes. Punch lands. Now John asserting control.
Cena is certainly getting that fierce look in his eyes.
And you can tell that she's really hurting. The targeted attacks on her torso have been non-stop.
Yeah, she's going to have to be taped up for weeks at the very least. Drop kick hits hard, lands harder. Lift off, through the air, it connects.
The airtime, the fearlessness. What a ridiculous maneuver to the outside. This would be the time to go, guys.
Ooh, I have a feeling we're about to get a front row seat, gentlemen. Standing precariously on the announce desk.
Suplex from the announce desk onto the floor.
Would you look at that? The Queen allowing the WWE Universe to take it all in, to experience the glory that is her presence. Repeated hits like that are going to add up very quick. Plenty of damage being dealt here.
And gets tossed back into the mat. And Charlotte setting herself up top.
Charlotte with a barrage of strikes in the corner, now looking to up the ante. On the top rope, catches himself.
Yes! Second chance worked out for the Queen. Charlotte Flair tying up her opponent in the figure four leg lock. Can she exacerbate the pain?
Letting go of her hold here.
Maybe she thinks enough. Damage has been done.
And she's clearly got devious intentions in her mind here.
Got out of the way, but can he capitalize?
Oh, that'll leave a mark. Just remember that attacks to the head like that will build up quickly.
And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one.
Not a single person in this place is sitting down.
We might just be watching one of the greatest matches. John Cena up top. This is going to be massive. The power of Cena. Oh, an attitude adjustment.
Is that what it takes to beat Charlotte?
Time to go to school.
Figure four leg lock.
Gotta find an escape. There it was.
Saw what was coming and got out of dodge quick.
Fended off into a backbreaker.
Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
And she just flipped the script of this match, courtesy of the table.
Sliding in under the rope. She's back in the ring.
Coming next.
The shoulders. Oh, no. Big stunner.
He's able to dodge out of the way.
Big boot.
Stalking here. Could be a prelude to something big.
She's headed outside now.
I wonder what her game plan is.
Once she gets going with that kendo stick, this match could be over real fast. And gets sent right into the corner.
Vicious shoulder tackle in the corner.
Oh, a knee. Lights out.
Got the leg in, attacking the leg there.
Oh, looking to cripple the leg. Nice running crossbody.
Charlotte is losing grasp of this match now.
This is where Charlotte will be tested. Oh, driving the elbow.
Elbow drop.
Piercing.
Boom. Lands the elbow. What's he looking to do here?
STF.
Charlotte.
This has got to be it. No, maybe not. Fighting out. Multiple elbows. Escaping the STF.
Carrying the opposition. What's the thought here?
Wow. This is turning into Swanson Street. Nice running crossbody.
Just pounding away. Misses the target.
Charlotte Flair with a trademark chopping.
Natural selection by Charlotte.
Bow to the crowd.
Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissor, draining all the energy out of the opposition.
Is this one?
Taps out.
And it's reversed. What a punch. What a punch. Drop kick.
Beautiful.
Right on the arm. Cena.
Oh, God. Terrible landing on the outside.
A gruesome landing. I don't know how you walk away from that.
Slides under the ropes. Back into the ring. She's ready to take this match to the outside.
Steering clear there.
Nice running crossbody.
Oh, God. Piercing shot with the barbed wire. Cena is showing zero restraint.
Cena's having it well. This is what you do when you're looking to do more than win a match. You're looking to hurt someone.
Anything can happen in WWE, and this audience is seeing that firsthand.
The entire WWE Universe is going to have to pick their jaws off the floor after this one's done.
First into the barricade. And Charlotte continues to pick apart the competition.
Yeah, Charlotte is giving her all as this match continues on.
And now she's making it to the top rope here.
Up high.
All the way to the outside.
That was just incredible hang time.
Was willing to take the high risk to the outside, and it paid off big time.
The arm absorbing the damage. Oh, he had that scouted. Run out of ringside and back to the mat.
Cena.
Nobody home. What an impact.
Nasty chop delivered by Charlotte. Natural selection.
Cena's in. Look at this, Byron.
Figure four head scissor, draining all the energy out of the opposition.
Cena with nowhere to go. Is Cena going to tap? And she releases her own submission. The question as to why she would do that.
This looks like she's setting the foundation for a masterfully laid trap.
And what's she gonna do at this table?
Set up a buffet. What do you think she's going to do, Saxton?
Ah, what a smash.
That is just insulting. Looks like setting up for a suplex.
Going to finish things off.
Absolutely shattering the table.
Incredible impact. Things are heading ringside now.
Bringing this back into the ring.
Nice running crossbody. Cena looking to tie his opponent up. TF submission applied.
John Cena, the patented STF. He's tapping.
We have a tap out.
Line forcefully delivered.
Drop kicked all the way to the floor. Take off.
What? Soaring through the sky and crashing onto their opponent. Taking things to another level now.
And a vicious suplex to the floor.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. Oof, the savage beatdown with a barbed wire bat. An overbearing assault on Charlotte now.
Charlotte's trying to withstand this surge. I can't watch this anymore. Just someone make it stop. She knew how to evade that.
Turns the tide with a knee to the abdomen. Fallaway slam into a kip-up. Caught the leg.
Legs trapped.
What's next? Oh, what power.
Thunderous powerbomb.
This arena is roaring.
I think the desk is shaking.
Ooh, point of the elbow counters that.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Oh, did you hear that?
He's able to slip away from that.
Sidewalk slam. Charlotte going for the figure four. Once she locks it in, if she can bridge out to the figure eight, this one's over. Locked in tight. Charlotte into the bridge. He's in excruciating pain. The hold. He can't take it anymore. Has to tap.
Here is your winner, Charlotte Flair.
Charlotte Flair standing tall over John Cena. This is one of those special moments, folks.
We know that Cena never gives up, but tonight just wasn't his night. It was Charlotte's, and she should be proud of this win.